Hello everyone, welcome back to more Bridge. Today's free day-long tournament is a match points tournament. I don't know. I say today's as if there were only one. They are still running the 12 board thing, interstate whatever, which I don't know. 12 boards is a lot, and I don't like the new robots so much. Plus, this event gets way more attendance for some reason, like over 10 times more people from when I looked at the registrations. I don't know why. Anyway, this is a match point event. I mentioned we're playing 8 boards. Easy diamond. Actually, I kind of like 1-no. Clearly the hand is not worth an upgrade to 1-no trump, claiming 15 points. But the aces and kings are better than queens and jacks, obviously. Obviously, an ace is better than a queen. But I mean, also, traditional 4-3-2-1 point count undervalues aces and kings and overvalues queens and jacks. So maybe you could argue this is 15. But also the, clubs and hearts want to be led up to, which is an argument for opening 1-no. It also preempts the spades that likely West will want to overcall. So I think there are plenty of reasons to bid 1-no. I don't think it's a standout call you have to make, but it seems fine. And I want to. And I mean, this seems like an okay spot. This is where we would have gotten after a 1 diamond overcall, except I would have bid a diamond, right? A diamond, a spade, 1-no, presumably. Partner probably wouldn't have taken us back to 2 diamonds. No, that would be silly. So I just don't have very many tricks, though. It's tempting to play low and let this run around to the ace-9, and that may be right. But you could also play the queen, since, West usually will lead a suit he has some strength in, and the queen could win a trick. That's less true against robots, who are very risk-averse on opening lead, and try to find leads that don't give away a trick, ever. So maybe East has the king. And if I play low, I can always lead up to the queen later, but it costs me time, which I don't necessarily want to spend on diamonds, although what else do I want to spend it on, right? And also low may produce an extra trick if West has led low from Jack 10, 4, 2, for example. Yeah, I think on the whole I'd like to play low here. Can the 9? The 9 can produce a trick. If East has 8x and West has king 10 fourth. I think that's what I want to do. Is the king! Okay, well, the 7's a winner, so take that. I finally got my second diamond trick. A lot of work. I mean, you could never take more than 2 diamonds on this layout, but that wasn't what I thought the layout would be, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of ever having to lead anything, I guess. Duck a club? Sure. They're returning a club. Low again. Okay, good. I found the queen. Down only 1. We would need a real miracle to not go down here, but I guess we'll play for one. Hope that somehow they have to give me a heart trick. Turns out, no. Alright, that seems like an alright result. Getting 2 club tricks is nice. I did, didn't I? Ducked, jack. 9 ran to the ace. Yeah, then I hooked. Okay, yep. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. If I'd worked on hearts, I could have produced a trick there, but then I wouldn't be producing tricks elsewhere, so I'm fine with this. I should have considered putting in the 8 when West led a spade. It wouldn't have helped here, but it does seem like a better play than the 6. Really? How do we play 3 diamonds? How do we play 3 hearts? 3 hearts is probably strong and natural, right? Yeah. 3 diamonds is this hand. Okay, great. Looks like I just have to lose 2 spades and that's it. There's no way any roughs are coming, so I don't have to do something weird like pitch on this. Although, you could make a case, actually, for roughing it so that I can lead a spade to the jack. Just in case West has King X and is scared to duck. In fact, I'm going to do that. They're not roughing this. Yeah, this shouldn't work on a human, but on a robot, you never know. Okay. You guys can have the ace of spades. On a novice, it might work. On a decent player, it should not. Why would you lead up to the jack 5th instead of leading towards your hand if you didn't have if you had the ace, right? So someone with King X would duck in case their partner has stiff king. But, I mean, there is some downside to that duck, which is it might let you then strip the other suits and then play them with their spade eventually. So, like, even then, even someone who knows you don't have the king, or don't have the ace, because we're imagining they have King X, might want to pop with the king there. Not in this case, because they know their partner has a singleton. No, they don't. They don't know how many spades north has. They can only see south's hand. Oh yeah, I forgot which hand was exposed. So leading up to the jack, I don't know. Yeah. I forgot, actually. Since the south hand was exposed, I should have done the trick the other way. I should have led from north towards south. And then if east had King X, maybe he would pop. But he didn't. Anyway, this is 12 points, balanced, pretty awful. You could argue for a pass here, I suppose. Opening a spade is just so tactically useful that it's hard to argue for it, but the hand is so dreadful. I guess because of the rigged deals where, like, South always has at least as many points as everyone else, it's likely our hand in a part score most of the time, and so passing it out would be a pretty bad result. So I won't. Plus, I mean, as they say in a match point event, unless you know you're in really top flight competition, you should generally assume that you're stronger than the field. Even if you're, because like if you're not, oh well, you're gonna lose. And if you are, then like you should act that way. And advice to match point players who are better than the field, which again you should assume you are, and in this field I certainly assume I am, is to try to reduce variance in bidding unless you have a good reason. Try to get to the field contract and then outplay them, rather than gamble on something which might be better than the field contract, you know. But if you get to a contract that makes 65% of the time and the field's in a contract that makes 60% of the time, you know, there's a pretty serious chance that your contract goes down and theirs makes, which would be a disaster. Even though yours is better, it's high variance. Anyway, so for that reason, I'm taking the field action, which I think is obviously one spade. And I think the field action here should be pass, but I also... if you respected your partner, you wouldn't do this. If partner could remember, you would, like, our agreement is this is forcing. I guess it doesn't say so. It says forcing no trump, but it doesn't say forcing. So, whatever. 2 clubs might have turned out all right. I think I want to go after diamonds in preference to clubs here. Ideal would be to play a club to the 10, the queen or 9, winning, and then play diamonds. But I don't necessarily have that luxury. I guess actually working on just diamonds is not very likely to yield many tricks. Because they can just switch to a heart and the suit is blocked. The diamond suit is blocked. I don't have many entries. And it's the diamond suit, if it needs to be 3-3 for the suit to produce a lot of tricks. And even if it is, I don't have a ton of entries to get to it. So I think I actually play on clubs first. Jack is a good sign. Now I have a club entry to dummy. Oh, and they're playing diamonds. Now, recall they can't see the north hand. They don't know that north is void in spades. They know south spades are very weak, though. And so if east gets in, he may well switch to a spade. But I mean, how many spades are they really going to take, right? Could be 5, but that's pretty much impossible if I'm really careful. You just duck the first 3 spades and play the king on the 4th. And then there's no way they can be divided that you lose 5 spades. You lose at most 4 spades. The club you've already lost and 1 diamond. So, yeah, I think we can afford to play on diamonds here. Now it gets riskier. Because I want to cross the dummy in clubs and play the king of diamonds, forcing out the ace. But if east wins it, which is not impossible, and puts a spade through, I might not get to enjoy my queen of hearts. Because it kind of looks to me like, well, it looks to me like West has the ace of spades and was trying to get to his partner's hand. But I don't really know who has the ace of diamonds. It could be either one of them. West underleading it in the hopes his partner has the queen. East ducking it to cut me off from dummy. Those are both realistic possibilities. A heart to the 10 seems outrageously risky. I think I want to start by cashing my clubs, get to 7 tricks. Well, wait, do I have to? Yes. No. Because I'm just scared of pitching any spades because they might get a bunch of them, right? But what if I played the 9 of clubs to the 10 right now, and then king of diamonds, pitching a heart? The clubs look blocked, so if they played a heart to the queen, forcing out dummy's last entry, wouldn't I be in trouble? Answer, no. I could cash the 9 of diamonds, pitching the ace of clubs, and then run the clubs. So I think I'd be okay there. I am, in rare circumstances, giving up my 8th trick here in hopes of getting a 9th or 10th. But I think that's fine. It's not very likely I lose my 8th trick this way. It would have to be east wins the spade and switches to a spade, and then they manage to like cash 4 of these. It's not likely. Good. It was West underleading the ace to try to get to his partner. So now we can pitch a spade. I don't need all these. Great. Pitch a heart. And I claim the remainder. See, they've cut me off from dummy. Or the north hand, I guess. But, surprise! The clubs are running. That should be a great score, I think. Nobody's getting the game on these awful cards. And 180 is way better than you can do in a partial. If we'd opened a spade... I did open a spade, excuse me. Only 73? That's a bit of a surprise. Thought it would be better. If we'd rather bid 2 clubs... Partner might have raised to 3 clubs. Oh, maybe you are getting to a game. You lose a diamond and a club. Seems like you ought to lose a heart as well. Only makes 5. But maybe the opponent's... I don't know. Even if it goes 2 clubs and partner bids 3 clubs, we're not getting the game that way. I don't know. It's a mystery. Maybe it goes 2 clubs, 3 clubs, and South bids 3-no, and like that happens to make, although it's awful. And it only makes on a non-spade lead, right? If East leads a spade, you're only making 2. Anyway, I thought I played it well. This is kind of a funny hand. You could bid 2 hearts or 2 clubs. Certainly with this shape, in general, you should prefer to bid 2 hearts, because 5-card majors are useful to know. The clubs are much better, which could convince you to try 2 clubs, but I think you're still supposed to bid 2 hearts. 4 spades. You're looking for a new partner? You're sick of playing with me? No room to investigate at all? Why do we even play 2 over 1, you moron? Ugh. I hope ChatGPT isn't listening to me insult these robots. It would be bad for me in the AI apocalypse. Like, what a terrible bid. There's just no... I mean... Of course, in a well-established partnership, in theory, every bid should have an assigned meaning. And bids that take up more space should convey a great deal of information so that you know what to do even when your partner uses up all this space. The problem is Gibbs 4 spades just means, oh, I have good spades and like not such a good hand. But that does, like, I don't know what to do. You know, if partner has running spades and the queen of hearts and a diamond void, we're like cold for 6, but I would never know. I guess I pass. I don't imagine I can bid 5 clubs. Yeah, this is... And like, you know, this is a fine contract. But we could have found that out without you jumping to 4 spades. I don't think it's a good idea to try to cash 3 clubs pitching a heart. The heart might not even be a loser, and if they rough the 3rd club, you've really made a mess of things. I think you win this and play a diamond. Pretty sure you do pitch the 9 of clubs from dummy hand, I guess. It's not pitch, it's unblock. You unblock the 9 of clubs. Because you might want to finesse against East for Jack 10 4th or something. If this were like a no-trump contract, and your goal were to absolutely guarantee 4 club tricks, you could play the ace and then later play the 9 of clubs running it. And then, assuming you could get back to your hand, which again in this contract might not happen, but if there were some side entry, you could guarantee 4 club tricks in the kind of idealized suit combination situation by using the 9 to force out the 10 and then the 8's a winner. That would be the reason to save the 9, but it seems much less likely than deciding that I should finesse against the 10. So I will unblock the 9. I'm glad East didn't put me to the test with a club return. West has 5 spades. Great. Is that right? Did I miscount? Did North have 8 spades? No, North had only 7. 7, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. I had none. East had 1. So West has remaining 3 spades. All of them winners, by the way. If I exit a spade, West will win and tap me in diamonds, presumably. Or, who knows, maybe West will return a club to cut me off from... No, because... I don't know, let's just put West on lead. What's the worst that could happen? I love seeing East pitch a diamond. The fewer West has, the better for me. Don't think I need a third heart for any reason at all. East has pitched a club. Well, I certainly can't pitch a heart, so I guess I'm pitching a club. Okay, down 2. So it turns out I could have cashed 3 clubs, pitching a heart, but I only have 1 heart to lose anyway, so it didn't matter. And if I tried to cash a 4th club, East could have ruffed. I suppose, though, I could have done better here. Once I found out about the spade situation, I could have played club, club, pitching a heart, club, pitching another heart as West ruffs. Lose no hearts. That's true. I didn't really think about it this way. I imagined, like, oh, maybe they'll give me another trick by leading away from the ace of hearts, or like, but I don't have it. I only have 1 loser. They can just play the ace of hearts. So I might as well, at this point, hope that the clubs are coming in, either by finessing against East's 10, low to the 8, or the king-queen. Either one happens to work, so I don't have to figure out which is better in theory. But that would have been better. Exiting a spade here was thoughtless. 16 points. I don't mind opening 5-3 through 2 hands, 1 no trump. It's, the modern style. I certainly agree with it. But this hand is very hardy, and I would rather open it a heart. Easy double. Thrilled for partner to bid 2 clubs. I mean, not thrilled, but I have good support. Pretty sure I want to ruff these spades in the south hand. I don't think there's much to gain by playing the jack. The question is just whether you should play the ace on the first round or the second. There's some danger that it goes low, 10, duck, king, ace, ruff. That would be embarrassing, right? I guess in some sense the question is what can you do that most... Like, you have to lose a spade trick at some point before you can start the cross ruff. What can you do that that minimizes the chance that the opponents lead a trump? I really don't want them to do that. And the answer is I have no idea. You could also, I suppose, you could try to set up the hearts. But, like, how are you getting to them once they're set up? I guess you could duck the 10. Like, run it, basically. Take a finesse early. And that could be your way to pitch North's spades, eventually, after trump are drawn. But you're not going to have a late hand re-entry. Or, I guess, south re-entry, which is dummy, I guess. Unless clubs are 3-3. So it just doesn't seem like a good idea. I guess I'll play the jack and then duck. If West has king, queen, 10, 6, this is embarrassing. All right, they found the club switch. Well done. So now my goal, I need to cash these hearts early. But I only need one heart ruff in the north hand. Oh, maybe this was too many? Nah. I don't know. Really? West made a 4-card overcall on king, queen, 10x. Surprises me. What does that tell me? So my main concern is like, I could guarantee 8 tricks right now. Ace of clubs, and then the queen and the jack. I could try for 9 by playing a club ruffed low, and then a spade ruffed high, and now I'm getting all of my clubs. But if East over ruffs the heart and plays a club, I take only 7 tricks. So I guess I should ask myself, is there a big difference between 8 and 9? Is there a big difference between 7 and 8? Where's the field going to be? I think they'll be here. Some of them will have opened 1-0. Maybe not such a small percentage. Which has 1, 2, I mean, if the opponents, let's say, start with diamonds, they get 4 of those, then they work on spades, they get 3 of those. That's 7 tricks. So no trump, actually, you should go down in like any number of no trump. No. You have 7 cashing tricks. A spade, 2 hearts, and 4 clubs. So even if the opponents find the best defense, you can always make 90 in 1-0. Which should be a reasonably common contract, I think. So above and below 90 are both, you know, departing from 90 is going to be a big swing, probably. Okay. In either direction. Some of the field might be in 2 hearts as well, after like a heart, a spade, pass 2 hearts instead of double. Maybe. So how likely do I think it is? I mean, I guess, okay. I can always lead the heart before I decide, right? Because I can always decline to ruff. And still have 3 certain clubs. So, and then if West ruffs, if West pitches on this heart, I don't have anything else to think about. So let's do that first, I guess. The queen. Yeah, well, this is the critical card. Maybe I considered playing low, so that if West played the queen, I would conclude that it was probably singleton, and if he played like the 5 or whatever is left, I wouldn't assume such a thing. But like, if he had queen X, he probably wouldn't fly queen for no reason. But the robots do sometimes fly queen for no reason when they can tell it's not going to matter. And here it's a little hard to imagine it would matter. So West had 4 spades, at least 3 hearts. What do I think about East's hand? I don't know. I think if West had 4 hearts and 4 spades, he would probably have an easier time. Oh wait, I opened a heart. I was thinking he could have doubled my minor suit contract if you were 4-4 in the majors, but of course I opened a heart. I think if West were like 4-3-3-3, that kind of hand would rather double, right? Than bid 1 spade on such a flimsy suit. So I think odds are it's more likely that West has 4 hearts than 3. And there's also like advice that if you have length in righty's suit, you should be more inclined to overcall, because that means your honors will be sitting over the player who has the other honors, and partner's shortness will be sitting over the other player with shortness. So this sort of unusual 1 spade overcall, one of the justifications for it might be heart length. So I'll pitch here. Yeah, roughing would not have been successful. And I think the best I can do is just claim my 3 further tricks. Pitch a spade here. Roughing low is disastrous. Roughing high is just like never going to do anything. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this wasn't the greatest thing I ever did, but a plus is a plus. I don't know. It might not be such a great score, though. 84. Okay. See, a plus is a plus. This is why they say try to go plus at match points. Do they say that? I don't know. Sometimes you should. Sometimes you should try to get more points than that. 17 balanced. Oh, am I really the kind of sick son of a gun who would bid 1 no trump with 10-3 as my stopper? What else are you supposed to do? Pass is pretty gross. Double with no support for either major is pretty embarrassing, and 3 small in righty suit, pretty gross. 1 diamond, unconscionable. I think it's between pass and 1 no. And the thing is, like, often with hands like this, I advise passing, planning to get in later, and I say that, you know, beginners bid too much when they could wait. But, like, what's going to happen in this auction to make you want to come back in? Nothing. Not with this shape. So if you're going to bid, you have to do it now. I guess the argument maybe should be, hey, if the opponents don't have a fit, wouldn't you rather defend 1 no red than declare it? Try to get 100? And if they settle in a suit, I mean, how bad is that, right? It's only if like they wind up in clubs that you're really sort of regretting your pass. And if that's the case, 1 no was probably in bad shape anyway. I think actually I should make the... I don't know if it's the disciplined call, the pass. I mean, this is the book bid. Gibb claims it shows 16 or fewer points, but I actually have 17. There just isn't a bid for this. I still can't double, even though I'm now worried they'll get to play clubs. I mean, I have like 4 tricks plus chances of more. If they play 2 clubs, maybe I could beat it. Spades is great. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this club lead. If partner has the singleton, it's pretty cool. If partner has led this from Jack X, he deserves reprimanding. Wait a minute, Dummy has 7 of these. So I have 3. Oh yeah, that all adds up. Yeah, so there are 3 remaining, right? I hope partner is the one with 1 and not declare. Looks like no. But it's only 1 pitch, because partner gets to rough this. So the second pitch didn't really accomplish anything. Declare pitched 2 diamonds. So it seems unlikely that Declare has any diamonds that are going to get set up when I do this. Yep. Go ahead. Lead hearts as many times as you want. I will not let you in the dummy. And we should beat this for at least 100. Yeah, I wasn't counting, but 100. Okay, yeah. I mean, if I'd bid 1 no, West probably passes, and so does North. And I think, I mean, it's not clear whether East would double it for penalty or not, but we only have 6 winners, and if East ever gets in, I guess West might try a spade lead, and that gives us our 7th trick. That's still only 90, though. Right? Eventually, East just gets in, and a whole mountain of clubs falls on you. You go down at least 1. It's minus 50. I don't know why I got below average for plus 100. This seems great to me. Maybe we could have beaten it more somehow? I don't think so. Declare's second diamond pitch didn't accomplish anything. I guess double dummy, you could try leading a spade to the ace, then 3 diamonds. That's 4 tricks. You still have 1 spade left, but you can't really get, and a heart obviously, but you can't get your second heart, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like you should not be able to beat 2 spades more than 1 on any lead. So they must be playing a different contract to outscore me? I mean, it's only a 48, right? But I thought this was actually a fairly good result. So the fact that 48 is even a little bit below average is a surprise to me. Huh. I have no explanation. This hand is interesting. I guess it's good enough that you can bid a club 2 hearts if partner bids a spade. Yeah, that's fine. A heart? Partner, do I have a hand for you? I'd like to bid 3 diamonds, a mini splinter. I think 4 diamonds is just also a splinter. It's like the same bid in Gibbs' system, where like 3 diamonds is what experts know is a splinter, and 4 diamonds is what beginners know is a splinter. There should be a difference between them, but Gibb doesn't have one written down. Partner is not interested in slamming. Opposite a diamond splinter. I don't think my hand is so good that I should go on. I mean, partner, partner's in charge here. Had plenty of room to investigate if he wanted to. My diamond shortness was a turnoff. Not so much that he tried to play 3 hearts, which I think would have been non-forcing. It's a little weird because my bid, this is kind of showing game-forcing values, but it doesn't say game-forcing, so I don't know what 3 hearts would have meant. Really? You didn't want to see... You didn't think ace-fifth of diamonds roughing in my hand would be cool? I mean, we don't belong in slam because we're missing a heart and a club, but we could have at least poked around a little. I guess partner's hand is pretty gross. It's not strong enough. Yeah, fair enough. So hearing that I have diamond shortness is encouraging to you, but not enough that you wanted to go slamming. Fine. I think we need to set up clubs. I'm not just going to be able to ruff all of these diamonds. And I have way more entries to the south hand than the north hand anyway. So let's work on clubs right away before I touch trump. Okay. Now, suppose trump or 4-1. How bad is that for me? Probably fine. Unless East has 4. Because I want to play Ace of Hearts Heart. And I think I can afford to put in the 10 there. Because if the suit is 3-2, I don't mind losing a heart. I don't need that many ruffs. Like, to maximize my ruffs, I could play Ace of Hearts, King of Hearts, then just clubs. Leave the Master Heart out. If the suit is 3-2, that's cool. If the suit is 4-1, it would be better to finesse against West's heart, I think. Because then I could actually draw trump. Although I couldn't do that while cashing clubs, could I? Ace of Hearts, heart to the 10. Let's say, well, I guess if West actually has Queen Jack 4th, he would split rather than play low. So the question of whether I put in the 10 is not going to arise, I suppose. A human might play low, hoping that I don't finesse. But a robot would never do that. Ducking could be giving away a trick, so it wouldn't do that. Well, actually, I'm getting the trick anyway. Maybe it would. No, because ace small, low. Yeah. Because if you play low from Queen Jack X, no, you still have just one trick. So I don't know. A robot might very well play low. Ah! Come on. All right. Change of gears. Let's try roughing these diamonds. These clubs are all winners, but like, if I have a lot of good, that's going to do me, all right? East has Queen Jack X. I mean, you're going to win 2 tricks, I guess. I pitch my last diamond loser on this, and you rough, but you still have the Jack. I mean, 4 hearts seems like a very normal contract. And I think I did okay to limit it to down 1 on the layout. It's probably below average because some Souths are going to bid some crazy thing, but like, who's going to stop short of 4 hearts? Not many people, I would think. Okay. And some of them did even worse, declaring it, I suspect. Did I ever drop any tricks, I wonder? Yeah, playing another heart would be a disaster, I agree. Yeah, it says you don't actually have to rough the diamonds so urgently, but it's fine to do so. Okay. Looks like everyone declared and defended expertly. I mean, this seems like a pretty comfortable 4 hearts, right? I guess you could double. Yeah. What if you double and then correct something to 4 hearts? That way you're suggesting more flexibility. You leave partner room to bid 3 no. Or to pass. Seems unlikely, but it could happen. If partner jumps to 5 of a minor, that's probably fine as well. You could try 3 no, but I don't think that's likely to work. With the heart offside, East just might be able to run a bunch of spades. So I think double correcting 4 of a minor to 4 hearts is the way to go. Okay. And it turns out 3-no probably would have been fine. Because West doesn't have 3 spades, and so East would not be getting in after knocking out West's King of Hearts. In fact, we might just be losing to pairs in 3-no trump, because how am I going to avoid taking the same number of tricks they take? They're going to lose a spade, a club, and a heart, and I'm going to lose a spade, a club, and a heart, right? No way to get rid of any of those. Except I could get rid of the spade if I were lucky enough. If East only has 1 heart, and West has at least 3 diamonds, I could pitch the second spade on the 4th diamond. The problem is West would just be roughing that. So I actually need West to have 4 diamonds, which means I need East to have a singleton heart and a singleton diamond, which is getting rather unlikely. It certainly is possible that East has the King of Hearts, so I could maybe take the finesse. The thing is, that's also easier for the no-trumpers to do than it is for me. Because they can just cash all the diamonds after ducking 1 spade. That way they don't need a re-entry to the north hand so badly. And they have time to set one up in clubs. I have to play hearts urgently. Yeah, this is a bad contract. 3-0 would have been better. I mean, very hard to diagnose. How do you tell partner that, like, oh, 2 small in spades is fine, but if you have a small stiff, we have to get out of here? Also, if the heart finesse loses, West might win it and give East a diamond ruff if I tried, like, a diamond to the queen as my first play, and then the heart finesse, right? So maybe I can't do that. Maybe I just have to win this, play Ace of Hearts, heart. If the hearts are 4-1 and West has the king, though, he could duck the first and second heart. That would be fine. It means that I would have to stop drawing trump. But the threat would be, hey, then if I play a third heart, he'll win it and cross to a spade, which East can win, tapping me on the third spade. Because I have to take the tap in the south hand, right? But that would be fine. Because East can't get in again. Yeah. I think I'm not going to take the finesse here. I'm just going to win Ace of Hearts. Heart. Hey! Now we might get rid of this little tricky little spade loser. I don't think East is going to have 3 diamonds, right? Oh, what a lucky boy I am. Getting away with murder here. Actually beating the no-trump pairs. You guys can have one trick. I didn't really consider that West might be compelled to duck with king third when I led up to the 9, hoping his partner has like queen x. But yeah, that's a realistic psychological ploy you could go for. And I accidentally did, and it makes sense. Like, I don't think it's obvious West has to duck with this holding, but it's a reasonable thing you could do. And it lets me steal a trick in a way that West doesn't have any real reason to expect. Like, I have to have ace king x of diamonds, right? And yet I didn't choose to play 4 diamonds. So, I mean, lucky. Got my 100 there. I didn't really expect it to be so great until West ducked the... I was thinking we were going to lose out to the no-trumpers. But, right here is West's chance to stop me from getting that crucial over trick. Because indeed, in 3-0, the opponents get 3 tricks. The same 3 tricks that they should get against 4 hearts. A spade, assuming you duck the first spade, they get only 1. And West has the stoppers in everything else, so they get those 2 tricks, but that's it. Huh. Anything else noteworthy to review before we get going? The pass here, I mean, I don't know. I thought it should have done a little bit better. I could believe someone who told me 1-0 is better, or even the double is better. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe somebody doubled. A club, double, a spade, 2 hearts. East is propelled to 3 clubs, presumably, which we pass. West really ought to pass this, but if he bids 3 spades, that would be one way for people to outscore me. How does 3 clubs do? Looks like you take 8 tricks. That's 100 for us, same as my table, so I don't know. Here, just settling for the plus was the responsible thing to do. And was rewarded here. Right, I had this thoughtless spade exit. If I had been considering more carefully, I could have gone down only 1 here, which I'm sure would have been a fine score. This one... What did I do here that was so special? I guess it was attacking clubs instead of the obvious diamonds. Because diamonds look like an appealing way to set up a bunch of tricks. You have the queen, jack, and the king versus just the ace and the queen. But it doesn't actually work out because you only have 7 of them. You're missing the 10. You don't have a lot of entries to the north hand. I think playing on clubs first makes more sense, and it was rewarded. This one, just a pretty normal result. I mean, it's, you know, all the normal people are getting the same thing, and then there's some weirdos who are playing something awful, I assume. They bid 2 hearts because they don't know you can show both majors. Partner should still bid 2 spades, and then you can easily bid 4, although you might want to bid more with this hand. So I'm sure there are going to be some people in 6 spades doing badly. And here, 1-0, down 1. If I had opened a diamond, pass, I suppose. 1 spade, pass, 1-0, pass, pass, pass. Same thing, except they have a little bit more information about how to defend. I did well to guess to play the clubs right, I suppose. Okay, that's today's event. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.